Well, I finally broke ground on my tiny cabin here, off-grid in the high desert of Arizona. Hopefully you don't mind the sound of me cooking. It's Thanksgiving, and the last 2 days were pretty long days, so I need to get some food in. Thankfully, the sawmills that I worked with locally prepared my timber for me, and they were nice enough to let me go pick the timber up so that I wouldn't have to wait for it. If you didn't know, the last couple weeks I've been preparing footers for my timber frame cabin. Yesterday I made an 8-hour trip to grab one more sonotube and to pick up all of my timber. So I've got 4x6 posts, 4x8 beams, and 2x8 joists. I knew there was rain in the forecast, so I made sure to downstack everything nicely. I decided to pull everything out of the truck, which nearly wiped me out, loading all that timber twice. It's very heavy green wood, but I got it done and out of the way. Of course, I got distracted while I was unloading all the timber, and I need to put a new float valve on the waterer for the horses. I flooded the stables. On a positive note, I did get all of the lumber down stacked, and I have some greenhouse plastic that I used to wrap the hoop houses and greenhouses in until I wrapped them in corrugated paneling now. So having those extra rolls made it easy to unroll enough plastic to tarp and protect all of this timber. It's a good thing too, because the tarp was covered in water this morning. I did 5 posts today. I charred them, dipped the ends in tar, and later I'll coat them in used motor oil. I'll have to do 9 more posts like this, and then the 6 posts inside that will actually be inside the cabin. I won't worry about charring them. I'll just tar the ends and coat them in used motor oil. Once all of the posts are braced and in place, I can pour concrete, and once that dries, I can work on the floor. Well, yesterday I brought home all the posts, beams, and joists for the first level, the deck for the house, for the cabin. And then I've got beams for the second level too, which will be mostly a loft. But this morning I took 5 of those posts and dipped the ends in asphalt, threw them down into the footers. Well, I charred the entire post. Then I threw them in the footers, braced them. I'll do them all. Then I can pour concrete and start to set beams so that I can run joists across. I'm thinking, because it takes so long to do these, to char these, I think I'll just do the outer perimeter, the ones that'll be outside. I think I'll only char those ones on the porch that'll be outside for some time until I close them in eventually. The ones that'll be inside the cabin, I don't think I'll char them. I'll just do the asphalt at the bottom, because they're going to be inside. They won't be outside in the weather. And so I've got 15 more posts to char. Well, no. It'd be 9 more posts to char. And then the ones in the middle I can just throw in there, brace everything, get the concrete poured, and then I can get to doing beams, which means then I can do the joists for the deck. And I can put in the beams for the second floor. And then I'll have to reset and go get more lumber to continue the build for my tiny cabin. So it's a 10 by 20 with a loft, and then there's a 4-foot deck all the way around, which makes it 18 by 28 roughly. And it's all rough cut timber, so there's nothing smaller than a 2 by 8 in this pile, and there probably won't be for the whole cabin, other than board and batten. Well, they might be 2 by 8 too. I've been doing a live webinar every Saturday for you guys, and this Saturday is how to generate income from your homestead. And that's what I've been doing. 100% of my income has and always has come from my homestead. So tune in Saturday and I'll teach you everything I know about generating income. Subscribe if you want to learn more about my homestead, and I'll catch you on the next tiny cabin build video.